So I'm leaning back because we're thinking. I'm in think.
Yeah, I'm on think mode too. What are we on? We're on Candid Commander 3. What are we talking about? We're talking about Animar. My Animar list. We talk about this list lots. Last time we talked about it was we were talking about cutting Kiki-Jiki, cutting Priest of Urbrask.
Right.
Priest of Urbrask, like on turn 3, gives you a Kiki-Jiki, gives you Kiki-Jiki win on turn 3. Seems good.
Yeah.
Super hard on the mana if you don't have exactly those two cards, though.
And the deck's already red light, so having that many red pips is not easy.
That, right? It turns out I found a turn 2 win with Tinder Farm, sacking it for red, because you can cast your...
Tinder Wall.
Oh, yeah, Tinder Wall, not Tinder Farm.
Okay.
Tinder Wall, you can sack it to get red, and you can use a red and then use another red to cast... it's a guy from Dissension or whatever that you can sack for any color of mana.
Wild Canter?
Wild Canter to get a green or a blue, and you can cast Animar on turn 2. With like a Lotus Petal.
Of course you can.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Why wouldn't you be able to do that?
Not what we're talking about today. So we cut Kiki-Jiki. Oh, you can't really see me. Sorry. Cut Kiki-Jiki to make the mana better. And then I added a Reki. Because I also added a Joyra. The play a historic spell, draw a card Joyra.
Right.
Now, those two cards function in a similar capacity.
They do the same thing, essentially, yeah.
One costs 3, one costs 4. After Animar discount, one costs green in Reki. Draw a card every time you cast a legendary creature.
Right.
Joyra costs red, blue.
Sure.
Draw a card whenever you cast a legendary permanent. So, or historic permanent.
Historic permanent. So it's an artifact or a legendary thing.
Yeah, so you draw a card off of like a Lotus Petal. You draw a card off of your Ancestral Statue. And Ancestral Statue is how you win. You infinitely bounce or play and bounce the Ancestral Statue to give Animar infinite counters.
Right.
Then you cast a Walking Ballista
for a bazillion.
Remove a bazillion, kill everybody.
Right.
Okay, so I've found with Reki, to make him most valuable, you have to cast him on turn 2 instead of Animar.
Okay.
Because then you cast Animar on 3, and you get to draw a card off Animar.
Right.
It's not terrible. And usually, unless I'm playing through, like, if I'm playing a blue deck, I might try and race at that point, in which case I would have wanted Animar on turn 2, which Reki is a dead card in my hand. Because I want Animar on 2 to try and beat the blue deck.
So it sounds like you want to replace Reki with something.
I was thinking Time of Need. I got a foil one coming in the mail. Time of Need late game always costs me 2. Always.
Yes.
And it finds me Joyra, which costs me 2 again.
Right.
So I need green, colorless, red, blue to cast Joyra.
Sure.
Then, if I have my Ancestral Statue, and there's tons of ways to find it.
Right.
You just cast Ancestral Statue over and over and over and over again, drawing a card with Joyra every single time. You draw down your whole deck until you find your Walking Ballista, something to go mana positive with, like a Lotus Petal or whatever, to give you a blue to bounce your Joyra, so you can continue to cast your Ancestral Statue 1,000 more times, then Walking Ballista.
Okay.
The thing I'm not so sure about is, if I cut the Reki, do I just hard replace Reki with Time of Need?
Yes.
Or do I cut the Reki and add something in like a Mox Diamond? Another thing that lets me go mana positive, another thing that lets me guarantee a turn to Animar, or another thing that lets me draw a card off of Joyra.
Nah, Time of Need is just better.
Time of Need is better?
Time of Need is better. It's clearly, you're going to cast Time of Need and you're going to find what you need. if you play Reki, you still have to have other stuff that might not get you what you want.
I'm fairly certain that Reki's coming out.
Yeah, Time of Need in the early game gets you Joyra or whatever. Late game, if you've already got a big Animar and you need to do something, it finds you Ulamog, Kozilek, whatever. Mid game, it doesn't matter as much, but it'll either get you further into your end game, where it'll find you whatever you need, which is what's important, which is what that deck wants to do.
Yep.
It's a really specific tutor, but it always gets you what you need.
It's too bad it can't find legendary permanents, hey?
Yeah, that'd be...
And you find a Gaia's Cradle with it. Then it's like the best rampant growth ever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? That potentially saves me a bunch of money because we were talking on the show this week?
At some point, probably.
Trading in cards we're not playing.
Dude, yeah. Oh, that's the best feeling.
Well, sort of. I mean, you're not playing them, right? So
Yeah.
I was thinking about picking up a Mox Diamond. I only have one. I want another one. But it's like $230 American. I don't know what that is. It's like 7,000 Canadian.
Yeah, that's at least that. In real life, that's probably 300 Canadian?
For every $100, you add $30 more.
Yeah.
So add 60... I don't know, add $70 to that.
Plus shipping and duty and import
taxes.
So
it's like $300.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
$500, yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, do I just trade a bunch of stuff and then I'm not playing and get one? And then, like, I still kind of want it in Animar because I want another one. I think I might want one less land. And I think that I might have one more thing to cut. I think that I might want to cut a Shardless Agent. So that's the green blue 1/2/2 that cascades.
Sure.
Could cascade into a green Sun Zenith, which is terrible if I already have my Dryad Arbor on the battlefield.
Right.
And it's terrible because it casts Walking Ballista at 0.
Right.
Which gives me an Animar trigger, but...
Now one of your win conditions is gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to, at that point, find an Eternal Witness to win. Sort of.
All that, yeah.
And it's also casts Weird Harvest at 0, which is green X. Each player searches for X creatures, puts them into their hand.
Yeah, I feel like Mox Diamond's probably just better than that.
Yeah, because
so what's your
either way? They both draw me a card off of Joyra.
So what do you not want? Why do you not want to trade in stuff that you're not playing?
I don't know, because maybe I'm attached to it. I don't know. It's sitting in a box in a closet in an office in my house. Like, I should just trade it in.
I found when I went to, I think I said it on the pre-show a little while ago, when I got that box topper Cavern of Souls, the impetus that sent me out to do that was, I was talking to Kyle, I forget what the card was. It was something ridiculous, like Postmortem Lunge. It's like a shitty uncommon foil from Phyrexia Reborn.
Yeah.
And the foil's like $15.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I have 6 of them. And I got them for 50 cents off of just with an order that I was making one time. Because I thought, like, this is a cool card. I'll buy a set of them in foil because they're cheap. And now they're $15. And I told Kyla, and she was like, well, are you going to sell them? I was like, I don't know. Do you play with them? No. Then who cares what they're worth?
That's what I always used to say when people used to say, "Oh, I just paid from my draft."
Yeah, and it's
well,
like,
what do you mean? Well, I just pulled a $15 card, and then they put it in their binder, and it goes and sits in their backpack for a year. It's like,
yeah, are you gonna? That's where you get all your value from.
You're gonna trade that into draft again?
Yeah, because that's how you pay
then.
for your draft. So if you're not gonna pay for them, the card isn't worth shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you have a bunch of stuff that's worth money and you're not going to play it, or just a whole bunch of stuff that's worth nothing.
They have both.
and you could trade it in for something that you're actually going to play with. Why do I play dual lands in terrible decks? Because I have them.
Yep.
Like, if you're going to have them, you might as well play them. And yeah, it's a collectible card game, but like, play your shit.
I'm working on my collections again. Hey, I've got collections started from Invasion block all the way to the end of Onslaught block. That's like 9 sets.
That's so many sets.
So many sets. And those are the big sets, and they used to be $350.
Yeah, I'm still working on my masks to Prophecy or Nemesis.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is? Like, there's like 5 or 6 like expensive cards in there.
Yeah.
And
I have them
all. And you
already.
have them all. Like, just go online somewhere and just buy them. But then you got to build a shopping cart that's like 400 cards long.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is the worst. I'm just going to pick cards up that I don't recognize as throw-ins for trades because I don't think I own them.
Exactly. And one of the weird things about that is those old sets, the foils are worth a lot of money. Like, Mercadian Masks foils, even on junk cards, actually the premium's pretty high.
Yeah.
And some of the cards that I didn't have for my mask set, I've found foil versions of because I kind of sort of want to play them, and then I pick them up. Like, I got a Core Haven It's like $40.
Yeah, dude.
Now I got a Core Haven, but I'm playing it, so it's not in my mask set. So what do? Do I get another Core Haven?
I'm in the same boat with Onslaught Fetches and Phyrexian Arena. Recently reprinted Phyrexian Arena, so you can get them for like $20 now or whatever the Ultimate Masters one is. But the Invasion one's still like 30 something. And I would love a foil one for my Elenda deck.
You mean Phyrexian?
That's like $100.
You mean Altar, right?
Oh, what did I say?
Arena.
I need that too.
Because if anybody's paying $20 for a new printing of Phyrexian Arena, you're getting hosed.
Yeah, if anybody's paying $20 for foil Phyrexian Arenas from Apocalypse, send them my way for $20, please. Yeah, Phyrexian Altar, Phyrexian Arena. If it says Phyrexia on it and it's not from Masks block, it's probably expensive.
Probably, yeah. What are there? There's no Phyrexian things from Mask block, are there?
What I meant was Urza block.
There you go.
Yeah, Urza block had lots of Phyrexians, and not a lot of them were worth money.
Speaking of the Altar, Phyrexian Altar specifically, I have two. I own two of them.
Yeah.
Like the old printing of them and stuff. And I was so excited when they reprinted them in Ultimate Masters, thinking, I'm going to get some more. I'm finally going to get to play this card. And I found that I've become so not reliant on Phyrexian Altar. Not only did I cut one of the ones that I have from a deck, that I never went and got them. I was so pumped. It was like my favorite card. I was so excited to get more of them. And now not only have I not got any more, I cut one of the ones I have just because like, you know what, I don't need this.
I think it's up. I think it's up. I think it's done. I think everybody knows you're not doing anything with it except being a degenerate dirtbag.
And that's why I cut it. That's exactly why I cut it.
When it comes out, it's like, yeah, get it. Like,
yeah.
Vandal Blast not overloaded at sorcery speed. Like, get it. On turn 3.
You just get ruined, chomp. It's like, oh, shit. Ruin wasn't even doing anything.
Yet.
Yeah.
You just comma, yet. There wasn't a period at the end of that sentence. You just said comma, yet, under your breath.
Yes, I did.
Like me at a Traxable.
Those poor guys.
Yeah. That's it. Is that it?
I think that's it.
That's it. Let's get out of here.